It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
Yeah, let's play a look at this stuff. You can play a solid amount of this in standard too. Not that much of it, but like the Drowners and the quad Kaito, the Mockingbirds, all pretty reasonable. I tweaked the mana base to get a few more black sources for turn 1 Thoughtseize, and that might end up being wrong. It's usually people have their mana bases skewed one way or another for a reason. But like this Gloomlake Verge only taps for blue and only taps for black if you have an island or swamp already. So they're islands most of the time. Certainly not a black source on turn 1. So I threw a couple more black sources in. I swapped out the creature land for Hive. And I split double island to island swamp. Anyway. Went from 18 turn 1 blue sources to 16. And 10 to 12 in black. Death by TV says that CubeCon looked super fun. I was really close to Madison this weekend at House on the Rock. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a fun place. Really unique spot, that House on the Rock. I don't know, BD Mueller. Again, this is my first league with the deck. Love that, a call in advance. That's why you gotta go into it. Just have a real pleasant time. Oh, I should have Mockingbirded it first, huh? Silly meme. Be slightly better. Not much better, but very slightly. Hey, sup, Seth playing. Mouse can only shoot players, yeah. Yeah, man, I think I'm supposed to Brazen Borrow bounce that. So maybe I'll just get him with Hacker here. And ship turn. This would be a good spot for the Ninja Planeswalker. Moon Circuit Hacker kind of sucks in comparison. But it is a turn 2 play. You think I should always yell something when I ninjutsu? No. Exactly, Mac Attack. I'll lose my ninja license if I go around yelling. Kind of weird that they didn't replay or plot anything. Or if they clicked through on accident, or if they have a plan here. What happens if I Mockingbird this 2/2? I think I get this print inside. I should have cloned it and got in for 4. Hey, thanks, WillNet. Yeah, that's all thanks to, the professor has some very talented editors. Which is basically the only way I can come off as entertaining. But I'm not complaining here. The power of editing, the magic of film. Managed to cut out all the filthy jokes I told? No. I don't know if I even like swore very much in the 2 days that we were recording. I may have been literally the least filthy member of the group. Oh no, that's probably high. But yeah, Carmen has a wicked sense of humor. And it's got trample. It's kind of a lot, huh? Did I fucking block this? 5 damage is kind of a lot. I'm gonna jump some. The line to Killian Tracks was inspired. Yeah, thanks, Pro. I was pretty pleased with myself. So the issue here is that we only have 5 damage on the crackback. It's a pretty real issue. Bouncing this might be suicidal. Yeah, like Charlize TV with the 26 months. What's up, Charlize? What's my favorite standard deck currently? Or like of all time? Currently, I've been enjoying blue-black. And then I've got a mono-black skeleton deck that I've been enjoying as well. A few different decks. All time was probably pure Steel Paladin and standard. That was a fun little brew. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got pretty lucky there with the petty theft. Not sure about Spell Pierce or the Curiosity. Cute little game, huh? You really enjoy the Simic Beanstalk Terror? Oh yeah. Yeah, the deck's sweet. I haven't gotten to play with it yet, but I've played against it a few times, and it looks very good. You think I had lethal if I only jumped 1 creature and bounced the 4/2? There were no 2 creatures that could hit me where I would not take lethal, row. There was 1/2/1 and the others were 3/2s, thanks to the pump ability. What was I thinking about here? Oh yeah, Spell Pierce. I think I don't play it. It would have been good last game, but they also just like hovered on 2 lands all game. I think just having more bodies is better. Is Worlds this weekend? I think it is Ride or Die, yeah. Part of the whole Vegas thing. Yeah, I don't know about these ornithopters so far. That's right, my mouse has flying. These Brazen Borrowers feel really good right now. There's just like a shitload of tokens in the format. People are making like spending 5 mana to make a demon token. Fallen Shinobi and Foundations. Kind of a bit much. Monster's Rage is so messed up. I actually dug that card in Vintage Cube. Well, I thought I'd like earned its spot. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Hippity Long Ears, 84 months there. Last time you played Pioneer, you played Beautiful Perfect Amelia. I assume that deck is banned somehow by now, but it was fun times. Yeah, I think so too. But I'm not 100%. Why don't my standard games ever go like this? I feel like in standard I would be dead by now. Hey. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Sir Nimley, thanks for the sod, thanks for 55 months. I wish my Drowner had attacked now. Maybe I sack it to shuffle in that mouse, huh? Oh, it no longer has a stun counter, I see. It's a regular 1-1 counter. Fair enough. Oh, maybe my Mutavault could have gotten in. Oh, no, I couldn't have. It was after declare attacks. Yeah, I was just confusing counters there for a second. Well, I'm glad I double blocked. But I still go to 2. Not very many lives. I'm not allowed to work with there. Fair enough. Kind of would have been nice, Yeah, I think I'm jamming this again. The song is by the Joker's Wild. And it does kind of make me want to drink. Did that creature fling itself when it died? Yeah, all their creatures fling themselves when they died. There's like multiple 1-drops that when they fucking die, they like dome your opponent for their power. It's like okay. One of them even self-sacrifices. Cody Can't Focus says, hey Caleb, I love this place. Hell yeah, Cody. I like it here too. Nice little community we got. Hey Omri, thanks for the sub. The tier 3, the 80 months. Cheers, Omri. Mighty generous. Glad you're still enjoying the stream after all these months. Is this a flavored liquid death seltzer? No, this is green tea. It's called the Green Guillotine. It is liquid death, but I don't drink their water. I just drink their teas. Their teas are actually perfect for me. Like, they have 30 calories per can in comparison to like Arizona green tea just has way more sugar than that. Yeah, these are 100 calories a can, or I'm sorry, 170 per container. The Arizona green tea, and they like yeah. And the serving size of liquid death is like 1 can, so it's just the 30 calories. Yeah, I like a hint of sugar, but I'm fine with no sugar at all, too. 3 calories for a can's really good, right? Especially when it's these like big ones, too. The Arizona green tea is like basically soda, and it hurts my tummy. My stomach's not used to that much sugar anymore. So I think I might just be off them. It makes sense to hold up Double Fatal Push here, because they do go Burning Entry Emissary into Haste Goblin sometimes. Do they have caffeine in them? You better believe they got caffeine in them. It's fucking green tea. I don't know what that sentence is, Mark. Would the 1/1 Flying Flash be better? No, I'd play the one that made a map token if I was going to cut Ornithopters for a thing. But so far, I've not been thrilled with Ornithopter. You're down to 1 Ornithopter in your list? Yeah. I think that Map Maker is like a really good card. Not a bad one to clone for value, too. I want to play the Mutavault, but then the Dark Slick's always going to be tapped. Yeah, I don't know. Opponent's over there gearing up to win through a few removal spells. It's unfortunate, because that's what my hand is. There's some one-drop ninjas that aren't that bad, too. Or I guess there's not. There's not in Pioneer. In Historic, there's a few. I think this Kaito's about to get blitzed. Or I'm about to die, one of the two. Emblems stick around, though. And my Mutavault's a 3/3. It's not nothing. Hell yeah, Daniel talked that. That sounds like a pleasant evening right there. We can F6 their turn. Opponent's got... Sure. Okie dokie. That's when I find out if I fucked up by playing this Kaito. Maybe, right? How much is the Monstrous Rage? Be 6, 12, 13, 14. I'd be at 7 with just a Monstrous Rage here. Tarka's Command. Slave me for 7 down to 9. They can sack the Cacophony for another 4, put me to 5. Maybe that's fine. Has Monstrous Rage made its way into Modern? Oh, that's a good question. I assume so. The Proliferate decks, I assume they play it. Or have played. I kind of want to swap out Kaito for Kaito here. To get 2 activations. Like I could Emblem and then flip in and then tap. Or I could tap both their creatures. One issue here is that I swapped out my Kaito that had a bunch of loyalty, and now I've got one with just a little bit of amount of loyalty in play. So maybe I should have inverted that. Tapped, even though it would have been one less damage, tapped, and then the second main phase uptick the next one. So the one that's in play would have more, would have 5 loyalty instead of 2. Potentially better, With 2 Kaitos, though, if they end up using burn on one of them, it's kind of fine, These emblems are kind of real, Rav 92 is declaring blockers. Feels like a game I get to win, We'll see. No, they won't run out of time. It's a 3/4 on your turn. It's the next turn of the emblem, then the mutable it's ripping lethal by itself. Well, that match was heartening, Oh, I see. Is that we have 8. We have 8 with Mockingbird. Wouldn't have put that together if I hadn't literally seen them in hand. Yeah, with eight of them, it feels a lot better. That's for sure. But maybe I was talking about the 1/1 that like spits out map tokens as a replacement for Ornithopter earlier. And maybe the 1-mana ninja's better. Oh shit! What up? Hey, Daiko V2 thinks the sub thinks it's 16 months. One of these days you'll resub before you see an ad to remind you, but it's not this day. One of these days. Yeah, I feel that in my bones. I guess we hold on to this Ornithopter, I mean, this was already good, right? We're closer to that 3rd mana for Kaito. Oh, yes. Hey, RobBot13 is the sub. These are 37 months. It was great to meet at CubeCon. Always fun to put a face to a name. Cheers, RobBot. Glad you had a good time. Kind of digging for Thoughtseize, but just drawing a card in general is pretty good. Fair enough. I want to make an emblem, but I'm going to keep drawing. It kind of looked fucked up there, huh? So imagine they're just get straight up control. Like a single disdainful stroke. Maybe I want both. I don't know. I don't know what they got. Nightmare matchup for the opponent? Yeah, maybe. I could see that. Do you have a favorite cube from the weekend? From CubeCon? Yeah, I really dig the creatureless cube. And it was sweet to draft the Pro Tour cube again. I enjoyed that. Not enough time to draft everything. And I drafted Wesco's 93-94 cube with some friends. That was really cool. We did like 3 drafts of it, which is about as much as I want to draft the 93-94 cube. Like, kind of a lot in a row. I can draft that cube forever. That one and the Chicago cube were my only repeats on the week. I played the Chicago cube in the cheese draft, and then again to qualify for the top 64. Can I elaborate on my thoughts on the 100 Ornithopter cube? I mean, when I drafted the Ornithopter cube, I was like pretty tired and hungry and stuff. So it's not really fair to the cube, but I didn't think the gameplay was especially good. I thought it was fun to draft and like fun as a thought experiment, but I thought the gameplay was pretty rancid. You're either like dying on turn 2 or people are breaking off for a bunch of turns. So you have to be really into the novelty of casting Ornithopter, I think, for the gameplay to be interesting. I think I had like one interesting game over 3 matches where there was actually like thought and interaction and stuff. What was the Chicago cube? This is a cube that's been developed by a bunch of Chicago cube players. It's a kind of low to the ground, a lot of artifact synergies, unpowered, pretty fun. I don't care about Archon. I don't care about any of this. Can you post a link? Yeah, I don't care. My draw feels a lot more beatable this game, huh? No Kaito handy. I guess I'll run this out. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's the other Kaito. That's gotta feel terrible. Temporary lockdown for a single Mockingbird. I say as I flash in a 2-mana 2/1 with no text. I think I'm supposed to save it here. The Kaito. A couple of maps could have been nice. Okie dokie. Interesting. Yeah, I thought they were gonna smack me and make it 2-2. What's the word on this? 3, sure. Oh, I'm playing that word all right. Target creature, unfortunate. Not loving my odds here. Kind of want to go next. I know it's an early concession, though. Might be interesting to see if I can squabble bank. You gonna be hot in this spot? A creeping tar pit. This Hall of Storm Giant's been a fucking terror, huh? Alright. Yeah, Borrower lines up well against tokens. That game D-Stroke would have been a lot better than Spell Pierce. Not that it really mattered. This isn't I'm not using the deck links. It's in the overlay Daiko. But you can find this on like this is like a meta deck at this point. It's done well at tournaments. So you just go to Pioneer at MTGO top 8, go down to Dimir aggro. Like these are all meta. Oh, you're just looking at the other side of the screen. Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna shock ourselves for Watergrave here. And lead on Thoughtseize. So then turn 2, we're gonna double Fairy Miscreant. Let's go ahead and grab Temporary Lockdown. And then they can interrupt my cantrip next turn with March, but they'd have to pitch cast a card, right? I don't think they want to do that. We'll find out. You've been experimenting with Omen Hawker, being able to play Kaito Ninjutsu in Standard. What? These are the only 3 cards we know about now. I guess I don't understand what Omenhawker is doing there. It's a 1-mana 1/1 that taps for 2 mana. You can only use to activate abilities. Pays for ninjutsu. Yeah, I really wanted to get the Enduring Curiosity down next turn before the Supreme Verdict shows up, but maybe that won't happen. Well, that's not bad. Hell yeah. Oh, maybe I should just be hard casting to the Kaito. I think we're just in a really good spot regardless. I think I'll bottom both of these. This deck looks so sweet. It really does, huh? Yeah, I think my issue with Omenhawker in standard ninjutsu is that, like, you have to play the Omenhawker and then you play another creature, and so, like, the earliest you're ninjutsuing is turn 3, which is when you ninjutsu it anyway. So I guess it's, like, letting you do that plus, like, play a counterspell or something. But maybe that's good. I don't know. Sure. It's been a minute. Fair enough, Yak Shack. Fair enough. Yeah, since the legendary change with the Planeswalkers, it has indeed been a long time. Ornithopter plays well with the nut draw, but I think your average deck will be more powerful. Your average draw will be better if you cut them for other things. I'm fine with them thought seizing me. I think I'm just gonna grab Slasher out of this hand. Yeah, none of the lists I looked at were playing Satoru, Lord of Riots. Did people start with them or add them or something? Some lists use Siren Storm Taper in a split Siren Storm Tamer in a split with Opters. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I think I like the Map Maker better than either option. The cool thing about the Map Maker is it's like one more thing to copy with the bird and get value out of. And bouncing it with ninjutsu gives you value. Hell yeah, Meta Shaker. Changing Outcast? Yeah. There's a 1-minute ninja that's kind of interesting. That's been floated. Which is nice because it takes advantage of the ninjutsu emblems, right? Not a crazy idea. I think the opponent's going to sack Blood Tithe Harvester and Fatal Push here. Just clear my board of shit. But we'll see. I'll take the 3. The ninja that draws cards. No, the 1-mana one that can like has like a 4-mana ability. It's 1 mana 1/1. Some rare. I think I'm playing the Mockingbird for 2 in case they can kill both fairies here. Then I can at least copy the Bloodfire here, Blood Tithe thing. Possible to be copying it anyway. The ninjutsu on it is not amazing. Yeah, you're not playing it for the ninjutsu on it. You're playing it because it's a 1-mana 1/1 flyer that also works with your ninja emblems. If you were gonna play it, right? Like we were discussing in the inclusion of the card without the ninjutsu tech. Like pretend it doesn't have that ability. It does have flying, yeah. Hope I draw another blue source here. It's possible I should have played my last Fairy Miscreant before my land drop, just in case I hit Dark Slick there. Maybe this was past there. Get one more tap on the Arcfiend. Kind of close to just fucking dying, If I block, I take. If I don't block, I take 3 damage. If I chump, I take 2 damage. Maybe Lord of Riots. This deck like won a challenge or something recently. Like I think it was literally lower when so they 5-0'd a league, and then they took first in a challenge. You might be thinking of a different deck, a different format. Who knows? A while back, people were testing Suduru and everything. You might be thinking of a version that's like pre the new Kaito. Oh, we're discussing what the 13 means on the end of the opponent's name. I assume that Matt Tumovich 1 through 12 were taken. It's the most logical explanation to myself. I kind of need some water. All my teas are empty. figured they'd play the demon first, and then I would block with Mutavault to bounce the demon. Perfect, the perfect answer. Is dead, right? They play the... Oh no, I can jump with the 1/1. Does that mean Mutavault should be serving? No, they have a Mutavault they can block. Yeah, no, I'm just dead. Yeah, they replay the demon, they serve with the Mutavault and the other 2/2. Which, I mean, I guess means I can block with a 1/1. Like, block with both 1/1s, just attack for 1 here. Then what am I top decking, right? What am I top decking to win from there? Fine scoop in here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break and go get some water, because I need that. I need that water. Or I'll dry up on y'all. Be right back. I've returned. Yeah, I didn't get to submit there, but I also didn't feel strongly about my sideboarding. I was on the way back, and I was like, I can rush and make it, or I can go to the bathroom, take my time. That made more sense to me. Don't want to rush a bathroom break. Double fatal push. Wow, that's fucking annoying, huh? I could push both of... Or Thoughtseize both of them. Like, Thoughtseize next turn, run out Fairy Miscreant. Just straight up pushing. Love it. That is very good for me. Feel like I kind of sacked out there. Getting to cantrip. Ooh, they drew more removal, huh? Guess I was supposed to attack first. Let's go ahead and take the Slasher and hold on to our Mockingbird. And then we'll have the Mockingbird become their 2/2 and push the 2/2. Alright, this time I'm going to drown her on their turn. And try and use it to answer the Arcfiend. Do I play a land? I think I do. We're in kind of a precarious position, but for now, at least where you look ahead, huh? Yeah, does that just win them the race? So they hit me down to 6 life here. Opponent's at 7. Very interesting. Because the hacker bounces the bird, and then we can play the bird as something. So I'm wondering if we should be serving with Hive, Yeah, single slasher connecting doesn't kill me. It puts me to 2 life. Nice. Phew. Kind of on the edge of my seat that game. So these anoints should come in, And silencer and this. It's a lot of stuff. Just cut ornithopters. How's Pioneer treating me? Pretty well, Sutaglo. Pretty well. I think we went like 3-2 with the opponent's deck earlier, and I think we only beat black mid-range decks. And we lost a canister with Phoenix. And I don't know, somebody else playing some other thing. This deck has felt much more my style. Whittling away doing tempo-y stuff. Cut down hit Slasher. Well, Anoint is the best card for Slasher because it just straight up exiles it. Like, that's why Anoint is here. I don't want to have too much of that garbage in. I like Cut Down versus, like, the actual aggro decks, right? Like the mono red stuff. We brought that in there. I feel like I should be leaving in, like, a Ornithopter, maybe. What about cutting a land on the draw? Do people do that ever? Just cut a land? Pioneer will die. Cool. So what's your point? Who cares? Everything dies, friend. Oh, not Pioneer. I'm sorry, I misread that. Pioneer will die. Pioneer. Well, in that case, I don't have much of an opinion. Did I know that I have an expiry date? I did, yeah. I'm not gonna tell you how over the date I am. A gentleman never tells. One awkward spot about this is that the Mutaball gets to clear the Kaito for free. And we can Mockingbird the Unstoppable, but then the Blood Tithe gets to clear it. The one of Ornithopter looking just fucking terrible here. I think when you clone something with Mockingbird, you should get to choose the good art. If you disagree with your opponent's choices. No, my Kaito. Babe? I've just been gifted Taco Bell burritos. What do I copy this time? Oh, I can't copy anything. That's funny, because I didn't pay a casting cost this time, so I gotta have another Ornithopter. I'll keep the 1/1, I guess. Yeah, I gotta say, these Ornithopters look real rancid. Like, the Map Maker would be kind of good here. Better anyway. What kind of burritos do I got? Ooh, there's fire sauce. Yeah, pretty behind here. The opponent, like, not only has a better board than me, but they can't really brick at this point. Between the Bank Buster and all these blood token loots. This will be interesting to see if we can cheese out a win somehow. You'd prefer only one art? Oh, that ship is so so far sailed. I'd be happy if there's only one name. If there's only one name for a specific game piece. That's not a wasteland. It's a Rohirrim outhouse. Oh yeah? Is that what it is? How foolish. How would I not know that? It's a pretty solid rip, actually. Kind of wonder why they didn't serve the Bank Buster last turn. They're hellbent. I think they're considering crewing. Why didn't the Arcfiend crew here? I guess they wanted to block her back home. That's a very odd attack. Not serving with the Goblin Shaman. But it does look winning for them. Plays around very specifically Flood Pit's Drowner. Because now the Shaman can block the 2/2 here. They'd be taking 9 if they'd served in with it, right? Because 3 and 3. Is Hive a 3/3 blocker on board? What? Are you saying that I should have played the Borrower before pre-combat? To entice the Goblin attack? I think we die when they get to untap. Because they get to serve with all or whatever, and I can't trade off. I guess we get to shuffle in, but then we're not attacking with Hive. Yeah, they might have just not been thinking about the Brazen Borrower at all, you're right. Just eyes on the Hive. Yeah, I think it's this Borrower connecting, and then I activate Flood Pits. And then a Mockingbird chumps, and I take 4 and go to 1. It's not great, but... Yeah, if the Hive can connect here, too. Then I'd like my chances a lot better. Yeah, I think I should have played Brazen Borrower in response to the Arcfiend last turn. Oh, they just played another one off the top, sure. And that might have induced the Goblin Shaman to attack. Close match, though. Yeah, so far I think the Ornithopters are the worst card in the deck by a mile. Probably the case for a lot of decks with Ornithopter, but Irritating thing about spirits is how they all protect each other. I wonder if there's something to shocking myself passing here and then going for the Brazen Bar, getting that countered, and then getting to resolve Fatal Push. Sure. Yeah, so I've seen some lists playing a one-of Invasion. Blue-White Spirits. I looked over the decks a little bit before going live. And those lists tend to play 3 copies of Wandering Emperor and 3 copies of that token producer that was in Standard that just like spits out 1/1s and then flips to Anthem. Really interesting stuff. Just like being a more mid-rangey version of Fairies instead of like 100% in on the tempo. Getting to grind a little bit. So that's the version I would put on my opponent here. Yeah, Wedding Announcement, yeah. Or Invitation or whatever it's called. Pioneer's changed a lot since the last time I played it. Oh, sick. Less sick. And it's a fucking 2/2. I'm missing something here. Oh, shit. I see, that's what it is. It costs fucking 4 mana. For whatever reason, in my head, I tricked myself into thinking that that card was just a regular card on an adventure, and I was going to be spending 3 mana to cast it this turn. I just play it out and block. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. Oh, kind of a brutal error, huh? Kind of a brutal mistake there. Well, this doesn't really do anything. And the creatures are just going to get larger. Yeah, I think I'm going to scoop here. Kind of a terribly played game on my part, huh? I don't think I want Curiosity here. I think it's a little clunky. I do like Thoughtseize a lot. Brazen was good for blocking. I think they have enough flyers that maybe I just don't want 3 mana Kaito. Yeah, that Shuffle Up and Play episode was really fun. Hopefully everyone gets a chance to watch it. Cool to see the professor doing videos that are like outside just Commander, right? Showing more folks Cube. Giving people the Cube bug. Kind of excited for Cube to come back on Friday. A lot of old boomer-ass cards that I'm interested in. I'm going to keep a 1-lander on the play. Partially because it's got these 2 1/1s that get to cantrip, and partially because I really like having Fatal Push in my opener, mostly because I'm not very good. This ain't good to snowball, though, huh? If you just hit. If I could just hit once in my life, I'm not hitting. Well... Also, made you want to play Carmen's Cube? Yeah. Yeah, Carmen's Cube is a blast. Do I get to connect? Drowner's good, but I don't know if I want 2 in my hand. The Mockingbird pairs with the Miscreant. I'm going to bin Drowner, draw Mockingbird. Thought about binning both and just like try to set up my lane drop for next turn. Sailor coming down, sure. Alright, it's my turn. Can't get over how intense that last game was, right? Yeah, some real crazy shit. I thought I was dead 10 Lanes to Christmas. Alright, now I just need a 5th land and a Fatal Push, and we're good to go. Yeah, it's got Ward 2 twice now, so Fatal Push looks exciting, but it's not really here. We don't have a lane drop for the turn, so we can replay the Mutavault. Just get a cheeky little ninjutsu hit in. Nice. Correct, Dev Clock. He's up, Maxwell. Yeah, you can see it there, right? So I'd have to pay 4. Am I supposed to loot? Am I supposed to tap down this Curiosity? Yeah, the issue with tapping down the Curiosity is then the Kaito's in range to like die to a Mutavault anyway, so removal spell's kind of awkward. Kinda just want to draw cards, but I'll do this. Mutavault's not serving. Wow. Each instance of enduring gives a draw, right? You liked Fatal Pushing the Curiosity because of ninjutsu? Could have done that. Yeah, might as well deny me the loot, right? Well, opponent's in a spot where if they top deck a portable hole, they get to win. Which is maybe not an opening I needed to give them, but they did have to have blocker plus counter, I guess. They have 3 cards. Can that answer 3 attackers? Cool. So I must not have fumbled it too badly, huh? That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. The counter a blue card, unless they pay 3, would be a 6 sideboard card for this matchup. Yeah, one of the reasons I swapped out the blue creature land for the Hive was because I wanted a few more turn 1 black sources. The original mana base that I looked at only had 10 black sources for the turn 1 Thoughtseize. How we doing tonight? Pretty well, Punt City. Pretty well. If any of the original ninjas would make the cut if they were legal. Oh, absolutely. The 1-drop that I'm playing in this deck is worse than some of them, right? Yeah, Ninja the Deep Arm. A little worried about this wedding announcement. Hell yeah, Red 7. I will never Punt City. I don't think I'm embleming this turn. Let's go ahead and attack and see how they block. Hey, thanks for the 420 bits, Red. Let's see what Red 7 wants to listen to. Some nice guitar shenanigans. Almost like Ottawa bouncing the wedding announcement so it doesn't flip here. Yeah, this track rips. Ooh. Sure. Portable Hole coming in hot. Oh, they played the Ottawa out. Is Mutavault gonna get in there? Yeah, that track ripped. I'll let the artist autoplay a little bit. That is a bit of a bummer. Pretty nice turn for the opponent, Tom. They get to clear my ninja. I have a fatal push here, but I don't get to cast it for 1 mana. It's going to be a 3-mana card. And this is going to get a 1/1 back. The wedding announcement is flipping. Game just got hard, huh? I have not Strabins. I don't know any of the words in that sentence. Am I just supposed to fucking tap out to hit this Rattle Chains right now? Doesn't feel great. But I've let them untap. When they get that Wanderer too, so it's not like I can block and then do it. I'm just gonna play this now. I don't really care about getting my 1/1 back. But I can't just leave them with a flying lifelinker, right? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Leonite, thanks for the sod, thanks for the 3 months. Oh, cool, Straubins. Could trade with a Mutavault. Might end up regret not doing that. Just thinking here for a sec here. Kind of hate playing the Otawara. I was hoping to set up a turn where I get to, like, Otawara the Wedding Festivity mid-combat at some point and blow them out, but I just didn't see it coming up. Here, just, like, doing it to eat the Mutavault's not good enough. Because then they get to replay the wedding announcement, right, and get their value back. Do I have any fun Halloween plans? A friend of mine throws a Halloween party that I go to every year. Got my got a couple's costume picked out for it. Extremely low effort stuff, but it should be fun. I really need another fucking black source, Guess I'll play the Dark Slick. Oh, the Mutavault's not activated. I think it's just Moz Wanderer coming in. Is everybody ready to get blown up by Rattle Chains? Even with the potential of the Rattle Chains blowout, I think it's better to wait. Because, like, with the if they think the Moz Wanderer is connecting, they might want to serve with everybody, right? And then you get to eat the Mutavault and kill. Take 6, go to 3. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's going to lock the gate on little old me over here. Interesting little match. Not something I'd want to face in a tournament. We do get to play for the victory chest, yeah. This is kind of how I always do in Pioneer. Very rare that I actually figure out something that I like and wins a lot. Most certainly a skill issue. So their current hand can't actually cast up the Beanstalk. I think I'm going to take the Overlord of the Flood Pits. Only a victory chest if I open it. I can't take anything off this account. So victory. Was that satisfying? You're fine, can I win? What is Flicker of Fate for? I guess we'll find out. Trying to land there might be wrong. Possible I just need disruption. You think I should have played the Ornithopter again? Sure. At least one of them, huh? Some Spell Pierces, some D-Strokes, some Ether Surge. I kind of like Curiosity. I don't think I'm going to jam it, though. Might cut a 3-mana Kaito here. The emblems do way more work than you expected. Yeah. I've been enjoying, like, swapping out Kaito from Kaito and double embleming in a turn. Pretty satisfying. Ooh, no blue mana. The original list didn't have a swamp. They were able to keep this hand. Worth pointing out. I pointed it out when I was able to play a Thoughtseize turn 1 because of the tweak I made to the mana base. Also good to note when it's a downside. Guess I'm going to 5. I don't think I'm serving with Mutable Alt next turn. I think I should have played the Dark Slick here. Yeah, if you can see it in the overlay mark. It's also just a stock list. If you need a link. Kind of looks like we're just casting Brazen Borrowers. It's a Moldify, but even still, feels kind of wimpy. Doesn't feel like a game I get to win, does it? One's got Cavern, so the D-Stroke's not worth much here. One for Flyer is a pretty good blocker. Versus my threat specifically. Looks like we're going to game 3. That's what it looks like to me. See what this here so-called Fairy Miscreant does. What if I want cut downs for the Zur specifically? Seems a little rinky-dink. Drowners can answer it too. I'll play 1. Kind of hate this opener, no pressure. I like the Spell Pierce. I think I want to mold for pressure, though. Okie dokie. Beat their asses. I'm trying, friend. Regret. Get the other Kaitos on the bottom of the library. These cards all fucking suck. Sure. And we're back to just casting 3 mana 3/1s again. Hell yeah, Sergeant Dingle. Yeah, the professor was a great host. Everyone else was rad. Nice little program. Nice little program he's got going there. If I can say that. I'm just gonna die to 3/1 beats. I'll take it. We take those. Hell yeah. Just gonna snap off some emblems.